Today on Boston Girl Bakes, we are making my favorite strawberry cheesecake. This has a buttery graham cracker crust, the smoothest vanilla cheesecake filling, and I'm making a homemade strawberry topping to go on top. To start, we'll make our graham cracker crust. In a food processor, I'm adding 1.5 cups of graham crackers, or about 12 full-size graham crackers. If you can't find those, you could always use like Nilla wafers or digestive biscuits and simply pulse those down to their fine crumbs. Now to that, I'm going to be adding in some sugar, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, and 5 tablespoons of melted butter. And if you don't have a food processor, you could always smash the graham crackers in a plastic bag with a rolling pin and simply add in your butter and sugar into a mixing bowl and stir it all together. Once this is all combined, we'll press this into our springform pan. This is a 9-inch springform pan. Once all the graham cracker crumbs are in, I simply take the bottom of a glass drinking cup, or you could use a measuring cup, or even simply just some clean hands. I press along the sides first and then press along the bottom. Once this is all packed together, we're going to bake this for 10 minutes to give it a head start at 350. Then we'll work on our filling. To our stand mixer, I'm adding 2 pounds or 4 blocks, 8 ounces each of softened cream cheese, 1.5 cups of granulated sugar, and my secret 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, which is going to help make for a really smooth filling that doesn't overbake. And I like to add in just a pinch of salt and 2 teaspoons of vanilla for some flavor. Then we'll add in our 4 room temperature large eggs. You want to do this one at a time, scraping down the bowl in between each. You want to make sure that they're room temperature so they don't clump up the cream cheese, so you end up with the smoothest filling. I simply place my eggs into a bowl of warm water for 10 minutes before I start, and they are good to go. Now, to make this, of course, super creamy, we're going to be adding in 2/3 cup of some room temperature sour cream. Full fat is best here, and 2/3 cup of heavy cream. Again, make sure it's at room temperature so you end up with a smooth filling and it doesn't end up clumping up the cream cheese. Once that is all stirred together, we can add this to our graham cracker crust. You simply pour the cheesecake filling over that pre-baked graham cracker crust into an even layer. We're going to place our cheesecake into a water bath and bake it at 325 for 90 minutes. While that's baking, we'll go ahead and make our strawberry topping. I'm combining 1 teaspoon of cornstarch with 1 tablespoon lemon juice, and I'll simply just whisk that together until the cornstarch dissolves. In a saucepan over medium heat, we'll combine 1 pound of fresh strawberries, or you could use frozen, 1/3 cup of sugar, and then we'll add in that cornstarch mixture that we made earlier. And just simply stir that together and let that cook down. You can leave this slightly chunky or you can make it completely smooth. It's really up to you and your preference. Once that has been cooked down, remove it from the heat. And once your cheesecake has cooled, you can go ahead and top it with that strawberry topping. I like to simply use a knife to run it along the sides of the pan to make sure it loosens up easily. Once the cheesecake is cooled, I place my strawberry topping on top and spread that into an even layer. And then it's ready to slice and serve. This is the best slice of cheesecake I think you will ever taste. This is always such a hit with my family and friends. It always gets devoured and I always get asked for the recipe. For all the details on how to make this, check out the description below. And don't forget to head to the blog. And until next time, happy baking.